Good evening and welcome back to our physics class. In last lecture, we discussed about transport phenomena. In today's lecture, we are going to extend that point and we are going to discuss how momentum is transferred by using a viscosity phenomena. That we have to discuss. It is one of the property of transport phenomena. Actually, momentum transports deal with the transport of momentum which is responsible for flow in fluid. Momentum transport describes the science of fluid flow, also called as fluid dynamics. There are some a few basics are involved in fluid flow, and these are we discuss in this point. Okay, so there is the first basic assumptions usually in the momentum transport. It deals with the fluid flowing over a solid surface, and it states that whenever a fluid comes in contact with any solid boundary, the adjacent layer of the fluid is contact with the solid surface, has the same velocity as the solid surface. Hence, we assume that there is no slip between the solid surface and the fluid, or the relative velocity is zero at the fluid solid interface. It means what? As we go from the surface, the velocity of that fluid goes on increases. It is maximum at the center and minimum at the surface of the solid. If we consider a fluid flows inside a stationary tube of radius r, since the wall of the tube at small r is equal to capital R is stationary, according to the no slip condition, implies that the fluid velocity at r is equal to r, small r is equal to capital R, is also 0. Before discussing this phenomena or its thermodynamic background, first we must know about the Newton's law of viscosity. According to Newton's law of viscosity, may be used for solving the problems for Newtonian fluids. For many fluids in physics, the assumptions of Newtonian fluid is responsibly acceptable. To understand Newtonian fluid, let us consider a hypothetical experiment in which there are two infinitely large plates situated parallel to each other. They are separated by a distance small h. Fluid is present between these two plates, and the contact area between the fluid and the plate is A. So, F by A, force per unit area, is directly proportional to the V by H according to fluid, Newtonian fluid. So it may be noted that it is a velocity gradient which leads to development of shear force. Then the above equation, or the equation A by is proportional to V by H can be written in terms of delta Vx by delta y, delta Vx by delta y, or you can write F by A if H tends to 0, H tends to 0, which is equal to, or which is proportional to dVx by dy, or F by A is equal to plus or minus eta du by dx, or F is equal to eta into A du by dx. If we are applying the force for maintaining a constant proportional, so we further assume that the velocity is very greater than the u. The only velocities reaching to are those that just made their collisions at a distance L lambda. Thus, that the number of molecules crossing a unit area A is equal to 1 by 6 n v bar A per second, and from 3 this molecule bring to second net horizontal momentum can be find out by using these 3 different layers. There are 3 different layers, having layer 1 with a velocity u plus du by dx into lambda, layer 2 having velocity u, and layer 3 having velocity u minus du by dx into lambda. If we want to find out horizontal momentum, in that case m into u minus du by dx into lambda is into nv by 6 into a, nv by 6 into a. Similarly, from 1 to 2, m into u plus du by dx into lambda is into nv bar by 6 into a, nv bar by 6 into a. If we add or subtract these two equations, in that cases f is equal to m lambda n v bar by 3 a du by dx, or eta is equal to viscosity coefficient is equal to 1 by 3 m lambda n bar n v bar 1 by 3 into m lambda n v bar, or if we rearrange this equation, it gives 1 by 3 into m v bar divided by pi sigma square, With the help of momentum, we can explain the viscosity of that fluid. Okay, so we are getting eta is equal to 1 by 3 m lambda n v bar 1 by 3 into m v bar by pi sigma square, So with the help of this concept, we can find out the transport phenomena of momentum. So where eta is a constant of proportionality and is causes viscosity of that fluid. The representation that shear force per stress, it may be represented as a tau yx, where the subscribed multiplied with, or it indicates the direction of force, and subscript y indicates the direction of outward normal of the surface on which this force is acting. Then the equation dvx by dy, or velocity gradient, is also called as shear rate. Okay, for our information only. Otherwise, there is no need to remember that equation. Once you are able to understand, you can derive this kind of equation very quickly and easily. So if you have any doubt related with the transfer phenomena viscosity, you can ask me anytime. Thank you.